Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Sinchana. Thank you very much. Yes. Thank you for reciting and also translation by devotees. Okay, so we'll start the class today. And today's chapter is the 5th chapter. Anybody knows the name of the chapter? Hare Krishna. You can hear me?
Mataji, it's Karma Yoga, action in Krishna consciousness.
Yes, very good. Yes, Sinchana, very good. Karma in Krishna consciousness, that's the action in Krishna consciousness. We already discussed what is action, what is karma, and what is yoga, how we connect to Krishna. And in the previous class, in the 3rd chapter, right, we again discussed about karma yoga. So what were the 3 types of karma? Anybody can answer other than Sinchana? What were the 3 types of karma we discussed? You can write in the chat. Yes. Anybody wants to unmute and tell? Leela Shri, can you unmute and tell? What were the 3 karmas? Till you unmute, I won't further. Okay. Anybody? Rishi, you want to unmute and tell? What were the 3 types of karma? I'm getting in the chat.
Akarma, vikarma, and karma.
Yes, thank you, Akshata. Akarma, vikarma, and karma. What were the difference between akarma and vikarma? Akarma and karma. Karma, vikarma, we know, good activity and bad activities, the sinful activities. What is akarma? What's the difference between akarma and karma? Anybody? What was the difference between akarma and karma? By doing karma, what you will get? By doing karma, what you will get? Yes, if you do late, then the class will also go late. What do you get when you do karma? If you get a sinful activity when you do vikarma, then what is karma? Yes, akarma means inaction. Karma means good actions. So now good action means you will get what? Good reactions. But we don't want reactions, because if we get reactions, then we'll be bound in this material world. Because we don't want to get bound, then we don't want reactions. No, when you do something, you will get some reactions. As it tells that every action has equal and opposite reactions. So then we don't want these reactions, because what happens, as we get reactions, we will get what? We'll get karma bandhana. That's called karma bandhana. You are tied in this bondage of karma. But we don't want reactions. What will we do? We can't keep ourselves quiet. No, we can't keep ourselves, I can't, I don't, because I don't want any reactions, I will sit quiet. I won't do anything. That's not possible by us. So what will we do? We surrender our karma to Krishna. That's what is explained in this chapter. That's what here Krishna is going to explain, how you can surrender your uh, karmas to Krishna. I hope you got the how to do the quizzes. No, I hope you all got about the quiz information. I'll just quickly share how to go to the quiz thing. 1 second. Have you all started to do the quizzes? Have you all started to do the quizzes? Okay, it's great, because after doing a quizzes only you will get the certificate. Before that, it's not possible. Until you complete 18 chapter quizzes, then it's very difficult to get your certificates, because in the end of 18th chapter, after you complete that, then only they'll issue a certificate. It's automatic in the website, so you'll get that. I have shared you the video again in the WhatsApp group. Varuni Mataji, it's already shared in the WhatsApp group. You can go through. And if I get in the end of this class, I'll show you how to do the quizzes there, so that it becomes easy for you to understand. Okay, please remind me to do the quizzes. Okay. Yes. So we were here in the overview of 5th chapter. Okay, so here again, Arjuna is asking about sannyasa and karma, right? In the previous, which chapter? In the 3rd chapter, right? In the 3rd chapter, Arjuna asked the same question to Krishna. What was the question? How um, can one not do activity, and even if he does activity, how can one be without getting entangled? How can he do that? So Krishna tells about karma yoga, that do in connection to Krishna. Whatever activities you're doing, do in connection to Krishna. That's the best thing. But then again, the same question is coming to Arjuna. And again, Krishna tells about karma yoga, and then he tells about nishkama karma. That means you are doing activity, but there is no intention behind getting the fruits of that activity. That makes you free from all sorts of bondage. And Krishna also says about the liberation. Once you are not attached to anything, then it's very easy to get liberation. It's not that after death only you will get liberation. That's not a thing. That's not thing. The thing is, even in this life, by living in this material world itself, how can you liberate yourself too? That means, how can you advance your consciousness? Being in this material world, how can you advance? That's the thing said here. So here, okay, so again, Arjuna is asking again to Krishna, Sanyasa karmana Krishna punaryogam cha chamsasi yachreya etayor ekam tanme bruhi sunishchitam. Again, Arjuna is asking. Every that Bhagavad Gita, every chapter, or Arjuna is asking a new question, because this is the statement. So to those who call this stereotype, and what you call superstition, you don't ask, you blindly believe and all of that, who tells that to your religion, everyone believes like a blind belief and all of that. Tell them that in our scriptures everything is question answer. It's not blindly we are believing, we are asking question, and when we are satisfied with the answers, then we take it. So that's how Arjuna is again. Arjuna is not blindly telling that, okay, Krishna told me I'll do. Now he's trying to ask questions. Am I doing it right? What am I doing with my life? Is it correct? And whatever you're telling Krishna, how can I progress in it? That was Arjuna's question. Every time there is a question, all scriptures, even Bhagavatam, is the question answer session. In Bhagavad Gita, it's a question answer session. Those who have questions, they're actually intelligent because they're thinking that they are having questions. That means they are thinking in a right path. If you have questions of higher knowledge, then you are actually you are getting advanced uh, into your advance in your consciousness. That's what we want. We don't want to live like an animal. We want to live like a human being. Human being means advanced consciousness. Animal means they also have consciousness, but their consciousness is not that great. They are just eating, mating, sleeping, and defending. But human being has something greater to do than that. So that's the difference. So Arjuna is asking now, oh Krishna, first of all, you asked me to renounce. Right? In the second chapter, he asked him to renounce because you're a soul, don't have activities, and that this he started telling Krishna. But then again, you recommended work with devotion. That was the answer for same. No, Krishna gives the answer. You should work in devotion to me. Even in the third chapter, he tells work in devotion. Now, will you kindly tell me when definitely which one of the two is more? Now, you tell me that Krishna has already clarified Arjuna in the previous chapter, in the third chapter about karma yoga. Then why is Arjuna asking again this question? Why is Arjuna asking again this question? Yes. Why Arjuna is asking same question again? Any answers? What happened in the fourth chapter? Yes, because once Krishna asked Arjuna to fight as he was Kshatriya, very good. He must be wanting clearer answer. Hmm. Again, he got confused. What made him confused? What was that thing which made Arjuna confused? Yes, as Rishi Prabhu said that in 14th, that fourth chapter, Krishna told Yudhya cha, do the Yuddha. But then again, Krishna told that in the third chapter, again he tells, no, for those who know the Lord, there's no activity for them. So now again he is getting confused between karma sannyasa and karma yoga. So you should know the exact meaning of the words. Karma sannyasa means you're not doing any activities and you're going away from your activities to get detached. Both karma yoga and karma sannyasa are going to the path of detachment only. You don't want to get entangled in this material world. You don't want to get attached to somebody. So you are going to be detached. One person, what he does, he takes karma sannyas. That means he doesn't do any activities. When you don't do any activities, you won't get attached to any activities. Then karma yoga means you're doing activities, but you're not attached to the fruits of the activities. Now, Arjuna is asking which is better, without doing activity or without getting attached to the fruits of the activities. So, that's the question of Arjuna. So, you should know the term karma sannyas, which means you're not doing any activities so that you won't get attached. Karma yoga means you're doing activities, but you are renouncing the fruits of that activity. So, that's the thing. But in this chapter, what does Arjuna actually specify? Karma yoga means working in devotion. That's what he's telling. How to not get attached to the fruits of the activities? Better you give that fruit to somebody. You will get the fruit because you have done work. No, you will get the fruit because you watered the tree. Tree will give you the fruit. Better what you do? You give that fruit whom it belongs to. That time there will be no attachment. Once you eat the fruit, you will get the seed of next tree. You have to bow it down. No? As you get one seed, it will become a tree after some day or some years or some janmas, and it will give you fruit. That is reaction of your past karmas, or past karma. It may be in previous life, previous 10 years, previous day, you don't know, or previous moment, you don't know, but it will give you a fruit according to the time period. It will give you the fruit. As you bhoga, that means as you eat that fruit, what will be there inside? There will be another seed. That means the seed should be born again. And when it bows again into this world, then again, because you ate the fruit, then seed is with you. That means you have to do something with that seed. When you do something with that seed, the option is yours. With that seed, you can do something good. You can plant very nice tree, or you can plant a tree with a poison. You can do both. So the freedom is given to you. But what does devotee do? He takes the fruit and give it to Krishna. Krishna eats, then there is no reaction. There is no seed to you. So that means you won't get into the circle again. That's the chain of karma. People tell, no, it's karma coming to you back, or it's the chain of karma. I believe in karma. But the thing is, if once you give that seed to Krishna, once you give that fruit to Krishna, Krishna will manage. Krishna know how to destroy that seed, but you don't know, because you are just like a baby in a cradle. But Krishna is your mother. He knows everything what you want. You need not ask him. So you just give the seed, and Krishna will take care. That's work in devotion. That's karma yoga. That's karma yoga. Because you have to do the activity, as I told in previous class, third chapter, that everybody is forced in this material world to do activities. Karma sannyasa, telling it's very easy, but doing it's very difficult. You can't sit without doing anything. It's very difficult. You have seen people staying in Himalayas. Can you do? Normal people can do that. It's not possible. But then normal people can do kirtan. Normal people can do chanting of the name of the Lord. Normal people can offer bhoga to the Lord. That's very easy for them. So you should know the concept of karma sannyasa and karma yoga. I hope you got clear picture of these both. Then we can go into this chapter easily. Okay. So devotional service is better than dry speculation. Now Krishna in this further in the slokas, he is going to tell how devotional service is better than karma sannyas. How karma yoga is greater than karma sannyas. Rather than detaching yourself from doing activities, doing your duty, better you do the duty and give it to Krishna. Krishna says that is better than this speculation. So in the second chapter, how Arjuna got misunderstanding here, because in second chapter, Krishna tells about the soul, right? And soul, he described that the soul does not have any. He's Satchidananda Swarupa. Nothing can destroy him. There's no activity for the soul and all of that. But then in that same chapter, Krishna tells about prescribed duty. You're a Kshatriya, you should do your duty. Now, as a soul, I don't have duties, but as a Kshatriya, I have duties. Now, how is it possible? Which one should I take now, as a soul or as a Kshatriya? He's confused. Again, entanglement of a soul due to fruitive activities. Again, Krishna tells, if you do your duty, if you do your activities, then you will get seed. You will get fruit of that activities. So you will get entangled in these fruits of activities. But then again, in the same chapter, Krishna tells, by doing devotional service, you will get freed from fruitive activities. First, he tells the soul is free from all the activities. Then he tells Arjuna that you should do activities. Then he tells, as you do activities, you will get punya phala or papa phala, which will again drag you to this material world. After some shlokas, he tells how you can detach this fruitive activities and go to Krishna. So now Arjuna is getting confused. First you are saying A option, then you are taking B option. Again you are jumping to the A option. Again you are jumping to the B option. Please let me know one answer. Ekam vada, ekam vada. Again and again he's telling, tell me only one option. Don't go to 50-50 options. Once you are going here, once you are jumping here, don't do that. Tell me one. I'm not able to understand. So in the third chapter, what he tells, One who knows the knowledge about Krishna, there's no duty for him. That means he's in transcendental position. But then in the 4th chapter, again he tells you should all kinds of sacrificial work culminates in knowledge. So again in the Jnana Yoga, he tells, right, yesterday's class, again all the activities what you're doing, it's from knowledge only. Now again Arjuna is getting confusion. Knowledge can make me detachment. Knowledge is only giving me all kinds of knowledge to do activities. Now what is the and at the end what does Krishna tell? Get up and fight. Yudhya cha, get up and fight. Get up and fight. Uttishta, get up and fight. Now Arjuna is getting confused again. After after thinking so much, Arjuna is like, should I do activity or not? You just tell me that. So now, which is better, karma sannyasa or karma yoga? This person is better or this person is better?
Right side.
This one?
Yes.
Why is it better?
Because the first one has detached himself from the
from all kinds of material.
Whereas the second person, he has done his duty and he's waiting for the fruit, but he is going to dedicate that fruit to Lord Krishna.
Yes, thank you, Akshata Mataji. Very nice. See, what she told is correct. See, this person is actually renounced. He is not doing any activities here. He is leaving everything and coming. Can we all do this same thing what he has done? We cannot. And second most important thing is he might fall down anytime. That means he's not falling down from the cliff. I'm telling in the sense of his senses and mind. How much time you can control your mind? Somebody asked question that can I chant in mind? Is your mind under your control to chant in mind? It's not. Even Brahma has the beats. So even Brahma has a beats. He also doesn't have control over his mind. He is chanting. That means he is using the beats. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used the beats to chant, and he used to chant from their mouth. The thing is, whatever you tell, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, you tell, you should listen. You should listen. There is no work for the mind. Somebody went to Prabhupada and he told, Prabhupada, my mind is so disturbed. I can't chant Hare Krishna. Prabhupada was like, what is the work of mind? You speak from your mouth. That means you're chanting from your mouth and your ears are listening. There's no conception of mind in between. But still, actually that's how the chanting should be. You're speaking in through your mouth and you're just listening. Is there any rocket science behind speaking Hare Krishna or saying Hare Krishna? Nothing. You have to just, even a dumb person can chant Hare Krishna. He need not be educated, he need not be literate. Even a dumb person can chant Hare Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made animals chant Hare Krishna when he was in Jharikanda forest. He made everybody chant and dance in Hare Krishna. You need not use your mind and brain while chanting Hare Krishna. You just have to tell in mouth and hear in your ears. It should go to your ears. That much loudly you should chant. Not that everybody will wake up, but you should chant so that you can hear yourself. Sit in your room, in a bedroom or somewhere in front of the Lord. You just pick up the beads and start chanting. You can order your beads in our website also. There's available beads and they'll give you a chanting bag. There's some books they'll give you which helps you in chanting Hare Krishna so that you can improve your chanting. So if you're sitting alone, doing no activities, no chanting, your mind will go crazy and you might go for smoking cigarettes and all of that, because mind just wants a small gap. It just wants a small gap that right. Sometimes we want to focus in our studies, but somewhere we hear some voice or somebody speaking and our full concentration goes to that thing and we don't remember anything, right? Just a notification in our mobile can drag us. Now think of karma sannyas. You are leaving everything and going. Our mind won't stay with us. That means it will go crazy. Rather, whatever you're doing, you're sweeping the floor, sweep the floor for Krishna. Sweep the floor. thinking that if I sweep the floor, there'll be cleanliness everywhere and Krishna can easily be here. Cleanliness is next to godliness. That means if you're clean, then it's obviously Krishna will come. So that means whatever activities you're doing, do it for Krishna's sake. Either if you're not earning, that does not matter. Whatever is you're studying, if you were not able to read, then you won't be able to understand Bhagavad Gita. That means literacy is also needed in Krishna consciousness. That does not mean I will leave everything and I go to Himalaya and chant. Not like that. Whatever you are doing, in our Acharya there was Bhakti Vinod Thakur, the spiritual master. He was Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, Goswami Maharaj's father. And he was the magistrate of Bengal. Now think, you're just studying now. He was magistrate, and night he was just writing. He wrote so many books regarding Krishna consciousness. He could have left everything and gone, no? But he didn't. He wrote books about Krishna consciousness, and Britishers were, they were eager to know what he was writing. And when they saw it was full of Krishna consciousness, they could not understand his mind. Such a great acharya he was. He was magistrate, and it was said that the railway track during that time, it was going in front of his home, so that from his office he can directly come to home. Then no time is wasted. He can write so many scriptures. So that kind of a respect was given to him. Prabhupada was honored with so many prizes, awards by Britishers. But the thing is, they offered everything to Krishna. That is karma yoga. You are getting everything, but you are offering to Krishna. That's how devotees are. In ISKCON, you won't see all dumb people. They are all IIT brains. Even Namnista Prabhu arranged this course. He is a IIT brain. He is a IITian. He could have told, I will renounce everything. I don't want anything. Then we would have not come to online classes. We would have not. The Zoom, if I did not know anything, how will I on Zoom and everything? It's not possible. So material knowledge is needed. That does not mean I leave studies and go. Studies are needed. But for what? That is your intention. That shows your intention. So that's the thing. So you should understand about this thing. So what is Krishna saying here? Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Sanyasam Karma Yogam Cha Nishchayasa Kara Ubhau Tayostu Karma Sanyasat Karma Yogo Vishishyate. Now what is he saying? Karma Yogo Vishishyate. Vishishyate means better. He's saying Karma Yoga is better than Karma Sannyasa. Why? The renounced work, renunciation of devotional work and devotional service, both are good. Because I said both are towards detachment. But then which path is easier? One thing, you're surrounded by the sea. Okay, option A is you're surrounded by the sea and you're trying to get to the shore by yourself. Option B, you will get a helicopter from the top and you will climb that helicopter and you go to the shore. Because which is better, you think? The option A, which you yourself will, make a path and go to the shore in the big ocean, or somebody from top will give you a hand and you will be outside the ocean. Which is better? Option A or option B? Which is better? Yes, option B. Why? Because option A, what happens? You yourself are endeavoring yourself and you don't know where is the shore. It will take long time. But option B, it's very easy. A helicopter will come, pick you up and go to the shore and keep you there. What happens? Your time is saved, your energy is saved, and you're happy also. So that's the difference. Karma sannyasa, they want to go to Krishna by themselves. Karma yoga, Krishna will call you towards him. That's the difference. Okay. Yes, it's a helicopter by Krishna. Krishna is sending you the helicopter. That means you come back. That's how Bhagavad Gita is. Bhagavad Gita is not saying that you yourself do something. Krishna is telling, take my help. It's easy. You can come back to me. You'll be happy. That's how Bhagavad Gita is. What are the 6 kind of dharma? Anybody knows? Dharma. only one kind dharma, not today's materialistic dharma. I'm speaking on the Vedic studies. What kind of 6 dharmas, if anybody has come across, we'll give 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's see what are the 6 kinds of dharmas, because these are actually important. First is vidharma, like vikarma, you're doing sinful activities. Vidharma is you're following, which is irreligion. That means which is not a religion, which is sinful religion. And that's vidharma. Paradharma is you're doing another's occupation or another's duty. Here, dharma does not mean religious principle. Dharma means your duty. One who is not doing his proper duty, then he is in vidharma category. That means he is doing all illegal activities. Paradharma is you're doing somebody else's activity or you're trying to imitate. Like you have a friend who is in very good business and you are a doctor, but you're thinking, I can do business. So you leave your doctor thing and you go to becoming a business. Then you realize in business there are so many risks. I was good in my doctor occupation only. I was good with the clinic. Business, there is so much risk. And vice versa, the businessman is thinking, why should I take all this risk? I could be in clinic sitting like my friend. But then he quits his business, then he does his doctor thing and he comes to sit in a clinic. He's this week, this is not my occupation, I can't be happy here in this 4 walls. I can't do these things and all of that. So both of them, they think other work is more easier to do, but reality is what? You have to do your own bread. That means you have to struggle in whichever phase you are. That is paradharma. You're attracted to others activity and you're trying to do others activity without getting satisfied. That's paradharma. Upadharma is analogical religion. Like you're doing something, but then it's not real. You're giving some other way to the same thing. Like you're not telling the direct meaning of something, rather you are trying to go round and round and giving a wrong meaning to that person. And chala dharma is cheating religion. In Bhagavad Gita there is some sentence, and I am not saying you the correct meaning of that. Rather, I'm cheating in the name of Bhagavad Gita. Nowadays you can see in Instagram and Twitter and reels and tweets, they'll say that Krishna said this and they'll give a big face. But that's cheating religion. That means you're cheating in the name of God. That's not good. Chala dharma. Somebody said, I myself, I had a thought and I'm putting Krishna's name in that. That's cheating religion. That's chala dharma. Then dharma abhas. It looks like to be dharma. Like now donation, charity to the poor and all of that. It looks like to be dharma. But then it's not the dharma. Religion, it's not the real purpose of your life. Real purpose of your life comes in parodharma. That's eternal religion. Parodharma is equal to sanatan dharma. Okay. Parodharma means the religion does not have end. That means the soul, like the soul does not have end. Now, please know the meaning of the word Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana Dharma does not mean so-called today's Hindu Dharma. That does not mean that. Sanatana Dharma means the Dharma, the religion of the soul, because soul is Sanatana, soul is Satchid Ananda. It has no end. The religion of the soul is to love Krishna, love God. That is Sanatana Dharma. If your Dharma is teaching that, then it's actually a Sanatana Dharma. And Parodharma is another name of Sanatan Dharma is Parodharma. You're doing activity which is eternal, which is for Krishna. And Krishna tells in Bhagavatam that Parodharma, the dharma which does not have any contamination in it. That means there is no contamination. And parodharma can only give you liberation, not all the 5 dharmas above. It won't give liberation. Rather, it makes you attached. And you give charity to somebody, you give good clothes to somebody, it will end. After some time, the person you will give food. The food has an end. After that, again, he might get hungry. Because of his past karma, his life has become like this. But if you give him the knowledge of Krishna, when if he makes worship of Krishna in his mind, and his mind is cleansed, if he chants Hare Krishna mantra, then he will be eternally, what you tell, his karma will go away. No, another life he need not suffer. His life will be happy. This life and next life he will be very happy. So that's how the thing is. Again, another thing is Manav Seva is equal to Madhav Seva. People say, no, Manav Seva hi Madhav Seva hai. Is it correct? Think. Is it correct? Manav Seva hi Madhav Seva. Manav Seva is Madhav Seva means you're doing Seva to the humans. It's equal to the Seva to the Lord. Is it yes or no? Correct or wrong? True or false? I hope the chat is enabled, no? No, why? If you give the reason, it will be good. Why Madhav Seva is not equal to Manav Seva? You might have heard this, no? Everybody heard this. Madhav Seva hi, Manav Seva. But why it is not correct? Sri, you're advancing. You're telling that Manav Seva is not Paro Dharma, as I already explained. Correct? Manav Seva, you're doing activity, you're helping a poor man. But then he'll suffer later on also. But Madhav Seva, what will happen? If you serve the Lord, yes, Rishi, he is very advanced. Jivera Swarupai, Nitya Krishna Dasa. What is happening? If you do the service to the Lord, everybody is satisfied. Like, you want a food, you want energy, but you won't put, my hand is weak, I'll feed the hand, you'll cut the hand and feed inside rice. You won't do that, no? What you'll do, you eat at once, and stomach will do its work. Digestion system, it will do its work. It will spread all the glucose to all your parts of the body. And if you pour water to the root of that tree, then what happens? It won't oh, the leaf is not coming, so I'll put water on the certain part of the branch. What will you tell? Is he a fool or what? You can put directly to the root. No, once you put to the root, what will happen? It will nourish himself. The tree will nourish itself. Similarly, rather than going to each and every human to satisfy him, what are the people doing? They are trying to satisfy humans. But will humans ever be satisfied? Never. Until they come into Krishna consciousness, they cannot be satisfied. I told, no, dissatisfied mind, because our mind is dissatisfied. We want, even a poor wants to be rich, and rich wants to be richer than rich. So our satisfaction is never ending. But the same rich person, if he comes to Krishna consciousness, he'll know that I'm not this body, I'm the soul. And soul does not have to suffer and rot in this material world. Rather, it has the door to go out. And that's how he starts chanting. The same person who you are giving charity, you can tell that person, chant Hare Krishna, you'll be happy, more happy than asking charity. What devotees do is, when they see, that does not mean you neglect all the poor people. When you see poor people, obviously signals, you get these peoples. What you can do is, you can have a small packet of prasadam, fruits and all of this, and give it to the poor. That's enough, because when you give prasadam to people, then it will affect, because Krishna is going to their body. It's going inside, and Krishna will start working inside them. Although they know the meaning of prasadam or not, does not matter. Krishna will, once Krishna enters into your body and your system, either through ears or through tongue, that means either through hearing or through chanting or through eating prasadam, doesn't matter. Somehow Krishna enters, he will sit in your heart and start cleaning your heart, so that your devotional service will be, it will be very progressive in your path. So this life, that person may rot in this material world out of poverty, nothing is there. If you give Krishna consciousness, next life he may change to a nice devotee. We don't know. And his life may be transferred, because soul's activities are not ending with the death. It will continue, right? In the second chapter, Krishna himself will tell this, no? It continues. Anybody knows the story of this Nriga? Anybody knows the story? Nriga Maharaj. Rishi, do you know the story? No? Okay. Will we get moksha? Moksha is included. As you, if you are attached, then moksha is not in your dictionary only. When you are detached, and I told, no, Krishna says moksha data mukunda, mukti data mukunda. Krishna is the one who gives liberation. No other demigods can give you liberation. Not even Brahma and Shiva can give liberation. It's only Krishna who gives liberation. That's why Shiva itself is telling that Vaishnava, to worship Vaishnavas, to worship the Lord is very greatest thing, because he can give you whatever you want. That's the power of Krishna. So here there was a Nriga, king called Nriga. What happened? I'll quickly tell a story of how you will fall if you do devotional service. Even if you give charity, it's not a complete thing. How it is? Let's see. There was a king called Nriga. It comes in Bhagavatam. It's a real incident which happened. Don't think it's a fake. It's real incident. There was a king called Nriga who was doing all kinds of sacrifice and charity so that he can collect punya. Why do we do all kinds of sacrifice and charity? So that I can get some punya. Punya does not mean only riches. It means your satisfaction, your happiness, pride, everything comes in punya. So he was getting some sort of happiness while giving charity. And one mistake he did on the day, that was, there were brahmanas and kshatriyas were so, dan shurs, they used to give so much quantity, whatever brahmanas used to ask, because brahmanas, what do they use their charity for pleasing Krishna. But then this Nriga did not think about Krishna. He thought, if I give them charity, then I'll get satisfaction, I'll be happy, and people will start appreciating me. Then he went out. Then brahmanas came to him. One brahmana, he came and he asked for 1,000 cows. And 1,000 cows were given to that brahmana. And next day, the same place, another brahmana came, who was the neighbor, and he also asked for 1,000 cows. And he gave to the 1,000 cows. But between the two brahmanas, when they came, a night was there. That means one day one brahmana came, second day another brahmana came. But we know that animals have that sense, if you leave your pet to another's home, it will come running back to your home, because it can smell, it has that power to identify its master. Same the cow also has. One cow was attached to this, cottage, whatever you can tell, the shed, where cows will be sitting and sleeping. It's home. And the cow was attached to the cowherd man. And at the night, out of those 1,000 cows given to the first brahmana, one cow, it came back to the king's palace, where the cows will stay. It came back and it was sitting, it was resting in its place. Next day, when the second brahmana came and asked for 1,000 cows, the king gave the 1,000 cows, including that one cow. Out of those 1,000 cows, that cow was also there, which came last night running here. So they went. And every cow had an identification of that same thing. Nowadays, they put something here, no? In the ears, they put something. During that time, they had something written in their head. So something like that. And they could identify. And the brahmanas were neighbors. So here he had 999 cow. On the other hand, who was a second brahmana, he got 1,000 cows. Now, both brahmanas, they were thinking, and when the cows were coming, the brahmanas saw that the same cow which the first brahmana had, It is now with the second Brahmana. It means the second Brahmana. So they started quarreling. It's my cow. And the second Brahmana said, no, it's my cow, because he was given in the charity. So it is said that the same thing which is already given in a charity, you should not give that same thing to others. So it is said like that. So this Brahmana started fighting. No, this king gave me the charity first. So that cow belongs to me. The second Brahmana said, the king gave me the cow, so it belongs to me. And they ultimately decided to go to the king. And they were so furious, they gave the shrap to that king, Nriga, to become a lizard. And but the king Nriga, he realized his mistake. He told, oh, I'm really sorry. I did not think while giving to you about Krishna, because I did not think I was attached to the fruitive karmas. And now my karma is coming back that I have to become a lizard in the next life, because I made the mistake of giving the same charity to two people. Because of that one mistake, I'm getting a next life in a lizard family. So I'm a lizard next life. But then Brahmanas were compassionate to him, and they told that because you also did devotional service, you will get the form of Chipkali, that lizard, in the well of a Dwaraka, so that Krishna can come. When Krishna's sons were playing in Dwaraka, and they saw a well which did not have water in it, and they saw a big lizard sitting in there, and they were so excited to see. And they called Krishna, Father, come here. You know what happened? You saw the lizard, and they saw, and Krishna just touched the lizard tail, just touched the lizard's tail, and poof, he became a Vishnuduta. And he became a Vishnuduta, and he confessed that because of my past karmas, I became like this. Because I did not think about you, I did not get moksha. Because I did not think about Krishna, because I did not think about Mukunda, there is no mukti. So Mukti Data Mukunda. If you want mukti from this material world, material entanglement, then you should go to Mukunda. That's Krishna. Okay. So Krishna is telling again the same thing, that the thinking them to be material, their renounce is incomplete. Falgu Vairagya. Krishna is telling that if you have something in your home and you can use it to Krishna, like this same, you are in mobile or laptop, you're using to see Bhagavad Gita, you're seeing to hear Bhagavad Gita, then it's used in Krishna's service. It's called yagna. Whatever is used for Krishna's service. Hari Sambandhi Vastuna. Hari Sambandhi Vastuna. Now, because this laptop is used for Krishna's purpose, I'm taking Krishna's name again and again. This material, so-called laptop, is also now spiritual, because it is getting the vibration of the names. It was used for Krishna. So that's the difference. And if we are not using, just thinking it's Maya, we should not use, I get attached, then it's called Falgu Vairagya. That means your renunciation is incomplete. That means you're not using in Krishna's service. So, Karma Yoga or Karma Sannyasa, Krishna says that the person who is in Karma Yoga, in that stage, he is in Nitya Sannyas. That means he need not leave home. Rather, he is not attached to anybody in home. He has affection. I told it already in the class what is the difference between affection and attachment. Dhritarashtra had attachment to his children. No, Krishna has affection towards Arjuna. So you can know the difference between attachment and affection. Although you are in a family, you have your parents, you're not attached to them. You are having affection, caring to them. Something happens, you care for them. You are affectionate to your parents, affectionate to your children. That's different thing. Attachment makes you spoiled every time. So he is telling there's no attachment to such people, then you're already in a liberated stage. He is neither hates nor desires. There's no duality in such a person. So renouncing results, not action. So you can see these people, they're so happy. Why they are happy? They're chanting. You can see this down person here. You can see so many people in Kumbh Melas and everything. They are not happy, although they are like, they don't want to do any activities that makes a person mad. Do you feel associating with such a person or the person above in this picture, whom you can comfortably speak to, express your desires? To a person who is like this, no, clean, nice, and nicely speaking, understand, educated, knowledgeable person. Not with such people. You can't sit in a very dirty place also for a long time. You will not feel happy that place. So Krishna tells, if you are going through renunciation of actions, then it's very hard. Your detachment is very raw and hard. If you are doing karma yoga, then you're soft hearted. That means your heart will be soft. That's why devotee's heart is called, compared to very soft lotus petals, we say lotus heart. Why? Because they are so pure and so what you tell, soft in their nature. That's why Arjuna started tearing, because he was in tears, because his heart was soft, because he was a devotee of the Lord. No, that's the difference. So one who works in devotion, who is a pure soul, who controls his mind and senses, is very dear to me. First, you have to do the devotional service. As you do the devotional service, your heart will become pure. And when you do devotional service, you can actually control your mind and senses. You need not do extra endeavor to control your mind and senses. Already it becomes. So everyone is dear to me. So Krishna is telling, such a person, everybody is dear to such a person, and such a person dear to like he sees everybody in relation to him, and everybody sees dear as a very favorite person to that person, because he gives the original knowledge of Krishna. So always working, the man is never entangled. As I said, they are working. Devotees are not just sitting quiet, they are working. Just now, these PPTs, these PPTs are done by devotees. They could have told, you read yourself, I'm detached and don't do any activities. They could have told. But they are working day, night. They were sitting and making these PPTs for us. No? But are they entangled with the results of these things? No. How much ever people come to the course, how much ever people leave, they are not attached to this such thing. Those who have taken this knowledge and are really want to know about Krishna will reveal to them. But not everybody Krishna will reveal. Our surrender also should be there. There are people who joined to the course, like 144, 150 people were joined. But then a person may not even attend a single class. No? That's also there. Why? Because Krishna is not easy to accept. He is very difficult. So just like you have seen the lotus leaf, you put a drop of water. Will it stay for long? It will just flicker and fall down. No? In the same way, although you are in the water, although you are in this material world, material attachment, material things are just like, water droplets on the leaf of a lotus for such a devotee, that even if it falls on the lotus leaf, it will just go off. That means he's not attached to anything. Although he is in the water, that means although the leaf is in the water won't stay upon the leaf. It will just go down. In the same way, devotee is in this material world. We can't directly quit this material world. We are in this material world. But we are detached from the material world. That makes the devotee different. So living in this world, how can one do his duty unattached? So uh, I told that if you are in this material world, then if you are doing duties, you can be unattached if only if you are doing for the sake of Lord, surrendering the result unto the Lord. Then it's easy. If you think I am the doer, I have to enjoy, I will enjoy, then it's very difficult. Kayena manasa buddhya, that means kayena, by your body, manasa, by your mind, and buddhya, that means your intelligence, kalayvara indriya api, that means your all senses in your body. Yogina karma kurvanti sangam tyaktvatma shuddhaye, that means if you are using all this for Krishna's purpose, then all your senses are purified. Just now we heard, right? My mind is not under my control. but then we should see that we are in Sattva Guna, our diet should be good. But the thing is, we should do the activity for Krishna. That time it becomes easy. I try to become Sattva Guna, but I don't have devotional service towards Krishna. Then what happens? One side you're doing good work, but then it's not affecting you because it's your own endeavor. What happens when you do devotion to Krishna? Krishna will give you intelligence to do that. It's not your own thing, but it's Krishna's thing which you are getting. So that makes the difference. Okay, so sarva karmani manasa samyaste sukham vasi. So when an embodied living entity controls his nature and neutral mentally renounces all actions, he resides in a happily city in the 9 gates. So what are the 9 gates? Anybody knows? What are the 9 holes in our body from which the soul can leave its body? Anybody knows? Okay, let's see. One is this 2 ears, 2 ears, 2 eyes, 2 nostrils, mouth, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. The 2 downer parts. No, that the 9 things are the where the soul leaves the body. So if those 9 gates are that means the body contains these 9 gates. So if a person is renounced from the material and the renounced from the actions of the reactions of the actions, then you can sit in this material world itself. You need not leave this material thing and go out. That means after I die, I become mukta. Some people have it. After I die, I get liberation. But yes, that's the thing. But the thing is, you can be liberated in this body itself. How is it? By doing karma for Krishna. When, however, one is enlightened with the knowledge by which an essence is destroyed, then his knowledge reveals everything as the sunlight upon the everything in the daytime. When you come to know there is a sunrise, when you see around, there is light, natural light, then it's sunrise. Similarly, when you realize Krishna, you realize yourself. When you realize yourself that you're Atma, then you will have a question. If I am Atma, then who is superior to me? That's Krishna. So it's like sunlight is falling. A sun, when you realize the sun is coming out, when you see yourself in the mirror. Dark nighttime, you can't see yourself in the mirror without the help of a light, artificial light. But then in the daytime, you can see yourself in the mirror. You can see yourself. That time you come to know sunlight is already there. Sun have come. When you see yourself, you will realize that, oh, this is because of sunlight. Because of sunlight, I can see myself. In the same way, if you realize yourself, that means you're a soul, then automatically you realize that you are connected to Krishna. If you realize Krishna, who is Krishna, then you come to know we are the part and parcel of Krishna. So they are like simultaneous. If you realize yourself, you are realizing Krishna. If you realize Krishna, you are realizing yourself. So here again, he tells about refuging. Refuge, that means taking shelter of Krishna, is very, very important. Why? Because it gives the knowledge how to straight on the path of liberation. Somebody told in the chat that will we not get moksha? You will get moksha if you surrender to Krishna. Only during that time you'll get moksha. So one can, how is it? Vidya vinaya sampanni brahmane gavi hastini shrini chaiva shpakecha pandita samadarshina. So the pandita does not mean one who is doing puja part. Your pandita means the humble sage. And who is a sage? Who can understand. I hope you can hear my voice. Is my voice clear? Okay. Yeah. So Pandita Samadarshina, Krishna is telling that a Pandita who knows about Krishna, he sees everybody who a Brahmana, a cow, a hasti, that means elephant, Shuni, that means a dog and a dog eater, one who eats the flesh of the dog. Everybody he's seeing the Paramatma in the Paramatma. You can see the small one light down here, that's the soul. And you can see here Chaturbuja form of Krishna, that's Paramatma. There are two different people in the same heart, two different people. Don't think Atma and Paramatma are one. Atma is we, Paramatma is Krishna in the heart. So in the heart, there are two people, not one person. There are two people in the heart. That's Krishna and we. Okay. And Pandita, one who knows this knowledge, can see this thing in everybody. So such a liberated person, he is not attracted to the material sense objects. Rather, he is happy inside. You know, we hear that sentence, no? You should search your happiness inside you, no? Search happiness inside. That does not mean materially we might think, because whatever which makes me happy, if I do, it will be very nice. But you are still not satisfied. But when you are serving Krishna's senses, then all your senses are automatically getting purified. So Krishna tells here that an intelligent person does not take in the part of the source of misery. Now, why do this? They are called something, no? Moths, I guess. I don't know exact name. They in the rainy season, you might see those flies always in the light. Night time it comes, always pricking to the light, your tube light or bulb. It comes and always try to go near that bulb or light source. What happens? They become blind. They become blind and they fall down. After some time, again they go up and see. So they have a strong eyesight. Wherever the light is there, these insects go and attract. Does anybody know how the deers are trapped? Anybody knows how the deers are trapped? Deers are trapped. How the deers are trapped? Anybody knows? Deers are trapped in the hunters will play a very nice music with a certain instrument. Hearing that, deers will start running towards that sound. As they are running, there will be a pit inside the ground and they'll be trapped. Because of strong ears, strong sense desire through ears, deers are trapped. And whatever the bees, it will the bees you might have seen, no, which sucks the nectar or the honey from the flowers. What happened? The lotus has a strong honey, that strong flavor of honey. So the bees go and sit whole day. They'll be sitting in that, and in the evening, the smell will increase. So the bees go and sit in that the flower, and it won't realize it's evening, and the lotus flower closes. And what happens? In the morning, when the lotus flower opens, the bee is dead. Bee is literally, it's dead because it suffocates. So in the same way, because it has strong nose, strong nose, it can smell easily. And what are the fish? Because of tongue, strong tongue. And what about the elephant? Because of strong sex desire. You know how elephants are trapped? The she deer, which is trained by the hunters, or artificial she deers they will create, and they will make the male elephant, to run behind the she elephant. And what happens? The she elephant, she knows the trap. She goes in the opposite direction. But the male elephant, it will start searching, and comes running and falls into a pit. So that's how the elephants are trapped. So because of strong sex desire, the elephant is trapped. And what about the humans? Humans have this all in full. No, we want to see nice movies, nice form of a opposite sex. We want to see a nice form. Then we want to hear nice Bollywood music through ears. Then we want nice fragrance and nice food to eat and everything. It's in the top. And that's how, because our senses are never satisfied, people go to sinful activities like that. People see unwanted movies, people hear unwanted things, people speak unwanted things, people have strong sex desires, which will lead them to sinful activities. Doesn't matter. So what is the need of giving up all the sensual pleasures? The humans have all the sinful. Animals at least have some part only as a huge, but animals are special people. They have everything. Krishna gave them everything in enormous quantity. And then if we use it in bad way, then we'll be entangled in the sense desires, all kinds of sense gratification. So Krishna tells what we should do. We should tolerate these urges. Urges will come. These type of desires will come. Oh, today I'll hear something. I don't want Bhagavad Gita class. I'll hear something good. Movies I can download. Tomorrow is Saturday weekend. Who will hear this class? Rather, I'll Netflix and chill. I'll do that. People will tell like that. Because Krishna says we should tolerate. If you are under your sense control, senses are telling something and you are under that control, then you're not a human being. Because animals control their senses? No. But humans can. If you yourself are not controlling your senses, then whatever I may tell here, I am not able to control my mind, then I'll tell be sattvic, that this, whatever I tell. If you are not doing it, it won't affect you. Because you're not doing anything. I'm just telling here, you're not practically applicable in your life, and it's all waste. So Krishna says you have to tolerate these urges and check the force of desire and anger. Then you will be happy in this world. You should try to introspect again and again. Am I going to the wrong path? Am I going to the wrong path? If Krishna was with me, what he would reply to this work? What am I doing? No, you should start introspecting yourself. So if you do these activities, one whose happiness is within, that means your happiness is not depending on somebody. You're happy by yourself, by doing yourself devotional service, then it will really good. Anybody knows the peace formula? What is the peace formula you can give? Peace formula. Nowadays, world peace, what and all peace we have, no? World peace. Everybody, there will be status called peace formula. What is it? Yes, chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Krishna gives 3 answers to this. That's what I said, Manav Seva, Madhav Seva. But how much you can help? Because people, it's like get, then forget. They'll get everything from you, and after some time they'll forget you. It's like that. People, you can help for certain time, and then how much you can help, they'll forget you after whatever they get. Enough money, I don't want that person. Nowadays, that's what happening. Karma is there. Yes. But then what? How can you become peaceful? You yourself can become peaceful. Krishna gives the formula here. Bhoktaram yagna tapasam sarvalokamaheshwaram suhridam sarvabhutanam nyatva mam shantim richati. Shantim richati. Shantim. Krishna is telling peace formula. What is he telling? Bhoktaram yagna tapasam. Think Krishna is the only enjoyer. I am not the enjoyer. What happens? You will be detached. If you think I can enjoy, then Krishna is like, okay, take the reactions. If you are the enjoyer, as I said that example of a fruit and the seed, if you think I can eat that fruit, you have the seed now. You bow it. If you give, Krishna is the enjoyer, no? I'll give this fruit to Krishna. Krishna, you eat. Then there is no reactions for you. That's how Krishna is. Krishna is telling, Bhoktara Aham. That means Krishna is the Bhokta. Krishna is the only Bhokta of all your sacrifice, yagna, tapasa, all your endeavor and all the yagnas you do, Krishna is the only. We tell that, no, Krishnarpanamastu, or we tell that Om Tatsa, that means it goes to Krishna. And Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. Krishna is not to this only one earth. Krishna is the king of all the world. Ananta Koti Brahmand Nayak is Krishna. So if you think in that way, then you will be peaceful, because Krishna is controlling everything. Why should I bother about what is not in my control? If it is in your control, you can do something. But something is in not your control, how can you do it? So Krishna is in control of everything. Then Suhridam Sarvabhutanam. He is in the heart of everybody and he is the only well-wisher. Now this is very important, because we take birth so many lifetimes. Krishna also comes with us as Paramatma in so many lifetimes. And he is the well-wisher. How did you come to know about Bhagavad Gita? It was Krishna's indication. Krishna wants you to become well-wisher. Today my family is a well-wisher. Today my friends are well-wisher. Once I die, I go to another body. I get another family. I get another set of friends. They will become well-wisher. But Krishna knows your hundreds of janmas. No, he reminds you the janmas you have taken in your past when you are in the womb. So why does Krishna do that? So that you realize that this world is not for you. Come back and play with Krishna in Goloka as a friend, as a mother, as a father. You can serve Krishna there. So Krishna wants you to come back. That's why he's the best well-wisher. It's said that you can get mother and father in every life, no? Even when you are cat, dog, you will get mother and father. Without mother and father, no living entity come to this world. It's logical. You will get friends also. When you come here, you will speak to others, you will get nice friends. Even cats have his cat friend, dogs have dog friends. There is a circle of all animals. You have bandhus, bandhu means relatives, friends you have. But you won't get Krishna in all the lives. Krishna is you can get only in human form of life. Even in human form of life, you can get only when you are fortunate. You are fortunate. So now you think how fortunate you are in this material world to know about Krishna. So you got mother, father, it's not a big issue. You got a friend, it's not a big issue. You got relatives, it's not a big issue. But you got Krishna, then you are really fortunate. Then you are really fortunate, because cats and dogs won't get Krishna. Other human beings won't get Krishna of lower intelligence. But you are intelligent. You chose to be in Krishna's path. That's your intelligence. That's the answer what Krishna is giving. So Krishna is telling, if you know these things, you are always peaceful. Jnatva, if you know this, Shanti Mrichati, you'll get peace. Right? Krishna is Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. You can see hundreds of universes around him, and he is the only Bhokta. This was the summary of the chapter of this 5th chapter. So we'll end this PPT here and we'll take the question answer. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes. Ritika Mataji, then how Gajendra became a devotee. He was not in a human form. Yes, because he did the devotional services in his previous form. He was Indradyumna Maharaj in his previous life. Like Nrga, he became he became a chipkali or a lizard in next life because of his past karma. But he didn't forget Krishna. As soon as he saw Krishna touching him, he got liberated because he thought of Krishna. Similarly, Gajendra was Indradyumna Maharaj in previous life, and he was a nice devotee of Krishna. Because he used to remember Krishna's shlokas and used to nicely chant the names of Krishna. And sometimes something happened, some misunderstanding happened, and a sage gave him curse to become an elephant, and he became an elephant. But at the end of his life, he could recollect Krishna. If Krishna wants you to come back, somehow he will drag you towards him. Somehow he will drag you towards him. So Gajendra, he was an animal in the animal form, like a elephant. But then what happened? Krishna wanted him to come back to uh, Vaikunta. That's why he made him to remember all the whatever he has done in his past life. Okay, Mataji. So animals are also fortunate if Krishna make them fortunate. But humans, see, animals don't have karma for that. You will suffer. You can't tell that to a tiger because it depends upon another animal's flesh. But human have an option to offer it to Krishna. Whatever you are doing, vegetarian, you can offer it to Krishna and have it. Okay. Mataji, if karma yoga is the supreme, then karma sannyas, then why people take sannyas? Because they want to endure themselves. They don't want to take shelter of Krishna. They are envious of Krishna. They think I can do it. People take sannyas. But Vaishnava sannyas are different. Vaishnava sannyas, they see everybody in connection to Krishna. That was the last, but 3-4 slokas behind Krishna tells, no? He sees in Samadarshina, he sees in everybody in equal. That sannyas is different. Here, karma sannyas is said. Vaishnava devotees, what Vaishnava takes sannyas, they are doing karma yoga only. Karma sannyas typically means Hare Krishna, you can hear my voice.
Yes, Mataji, we can hear.
Yeah. So, what karma sannyas Krishna is telling here is about leaving your activities itself. That's different. Okay. And what the question was, is Nedaji, can you explain the difference between karma yoga and karma sannyas? Yes, just now I explained that karma yoga means you are doing activity in connection to Krishna. Karma sannyas means you're not doing any activity. That means you're what do you tell? Uh, karma sannyas means you want to get detached, but at the same time you don't want to do any activities because you are afraid of getting attached to it. Karma sannyas, you are leaving all the karma only. Sannyas means tyaga. You are leaving all the karmas only. But karma yoga means you want to get detached, but you want to give the reactions to Krishna. That means you don't want to take it for yourself, rather you want to give it to Krishna, so that no reactions are coming to you. Okay. Then Mataji, in the last chapter you said Krishna never cried, but you said he had happy tears when he met Sudama. So did he really cry when Abhimanyu died or during Draupadi's Chirharan? See, Krishna, what he cries or what he does is for transcendental purpose. Don't think it's a like material out of distress he's crying. Don't think like that. Krishna is in the higher platform. He is giving pleasure to devotees. By crying, Arjuna cried, not Krishna. Krishna cried when the tears will come in his eyes when devotees are separated from him. That's because of his love for the devotee. Like now, father, you can't tell father never cries. Father cries when son is away from him. He's not. He is away. He's so lovable to this father, and he goes away. Then father feels sadness. In the same way, Krishna feels sadness when devotees are away from him. But these people, they show that Krishna is like us, materially distressed, he is not able to understand. When we cry, we become, we become actually sad. When Krishna cries, that's very higher platform. That's Vipralamba Bhav, where he feels happiness inside. Happiness inside. Actually, Krishna is feeling happy because Krishna is in everybody's heart as Paramatma. No? Krishna is never away from anybody so that he'll cry like us. Krishna is in everybody's heart. He can communicate to that devotee anytime, whatever time he wants. He can communicate to Abhimanyu even whenever he wants. Because Abhimanyu, just now we told, he's the soul. We are souls. Souls will go from one body to another. So Abhimanyu went back to his home where he was coming from. So he went back. So Krishna can go and speak to him. He is the Lord. But why he was saying like this? And I don't think so, Abhimanyu, you might have seen the serials and everything. I don't think so. Such reference is not there. If there is a reference, we'll see. In tomorrow's class, I can ask some senior devotees and get to know. Because I never read that Krishna cried for Abhimanyu. The serials, they show all these things and all of that. Draupadi, he just helped him. He never cried in Draupadi's Chirharan time. No, he didn't. If you have something, then show the reference. Show the reference from where you got this. Okay, to become closer to Krishna, we should have the relationship like son, lover, and best friend. It's rasa, it's rasa, Krishna. It's in the higher platform. But to go to that platform, I said it's in the prema stage. But we are in really new to Krishna consciousness. How much you know about Krishna? Just now I told you the reference from Shastras. How many Shastras you know about Krishna? We don't know. To understand that, you should take a shelter of a devotee. So when you are taking shelter of a devotee, then automatically one day Krishna reveals to you which rasa you are in. You don't have to choose it. Krishna reveals to you. Okay. So yes, some people, they just show you, some people just heard. So reference is needed because Shastras are ultimate. Don't see these serials and get bewildered. Okay, one request, because normally youth, they get these kinds of things. So please don't do such things. Rather, you hear from a right source. That's the best thing you can do. Okay. Hare Krishna. Are there any questions? Yes, I told about the quiz thing. So it's already shared in the group, but still I'll show you. One second. I am not sharing the screen to you. After this, we'll end the class. Okay. So Mangalore. You can see this link here, t.ly iskcon Mangaluru. That's the website link. Okay. I'll send in the chat. Simultaneously, you can also do that. It's already sent to you. So when you click on this, you'll get a website like this. Okay. In that, on the top, there are various things. In register, there is something called quizzes. You need to click that. When you click on the quizzes, all the quiz link will be shared to you. So you have to come to this thing. Understand Gita in 18 days, quiz on Learn Dash. And you should choose English because you are learning in English. So you should choose English. There are plenty of languages available. So it will load for some time. So all 18 chapters are there. As you complete one by one, all the 18 chapters, you'll be getting a certificate at the end. So yes, courses iskcon Mangalore. This is another link I'm sending in the chat. You can just click on this as well. You will be directly going to this website. So here you have all this description and everything. You have to click on the login to enroll. When you click on the login to enroll, because I'm already in this, but you are a new user. So register, first register yourself, then every day you can just log in, need not register. So this is a username you have to keep. So you can change your username like iskcon. This is my personal, so don't like, you can do it by yourself, whichever. Like if Varuni Yes Rao is there, you can put Yes Rao Varuni or something username which you can understand easily. Okay, so in that way, then you put name, your name. I'm just creating a dummy account so that it will accept. Then your email ID, because I've used so many email IDs. Now you yourself can put one password here. Need not put your Gmail password. Create one password. I created some weird password here. So I can put the same thing. Then it will ask. I'm not a robot. You have to click on this. Then you should agree for these conditions. Then you will be registered here. You're already now here. So you should register here. So when you log in and you will get this thing. So I logged into my account, and you can directly go to your, first you can go to the account, your account, and you can change the name, whichever name you like whichever name you like to be in the certificate. You can put this here. You can edit this. Okay. Here somewhere the key is there. Yeah, somehow you can edit, I guess. Yeah, edit profile is there. You can edit here. And now there is all courses. You can click on the all courses. Okay, load. So somehow you can explore yourself how you can do this. Not a big deal. As you go through this, you will get all sorts of courses here. These are the kids. Don't choose this. Be very careful. These are the kids ka. This is also kids. Here it comes about this thing. Because I'm already enrolled, it's saying, see, you're enrolled already. So I'll click on the continue study so that I can go through. But then I'll see. See, you can start with the 0-day quiz, because this is from here you should start. If I'm clicking here, it will say go to the previous chapter, complete it, and then come here. Okay. It won't allow you to go. If you are not doing the previous chapter thing. So here I'll click on this thing here, and I'll say start quiz. And all of this. What is the website of our temple? iskcon Mangalore. Next. In this way, you should clear all these things. Okay. So all these questions are given. So there are 18 chapters. When you conclude to the 18th chapter, see, please go back to the complete the previous quiz. You can't jump here. So you can't use your over smart brain. You should do as said here. So you should go through all the chapters, and ultimately after you go and you complete, then your certificate will be generated in the same website. Okay. As you give submit, then it will give you a certificate for you. So in this way, you can start your quizzes and get benefited. And after that, there is level 2, level 3. If you want to expand your knowledge, detail you want to study, everything is there. And next batch is started already. So if you want to, if you want, you have to give it to your friends what you learned, then you can register here. Next batch is already come up. So register and tell